Hey everyone, and welcome back to Prefusion. So today I have got great news for you, all of you, right? So BARC has just released its notification for recruitment of scientific officers in the Department of Atomic Energy, right? For Group A post of Government of India. So this is a government post. So like let's first read the brochure, right? And there we will understand what is the deadline to submit the application and what are the things that you have to keep in mind. So I will try to note down few things what I tell you, right? So you have to note down the important things from this brochure, because this brochure is very long, 32 pages long. So obviously you won't be able to read all of them, but I will try to point out the important things from here. Okay, so first, what does this brochure contains? It contains the training schemes, employment description, grade, pay scale, selection process, eligibility criteria, how to apply, all those things, right? About the online examinations and all those things, and about these training schemes, right? If you want, I will not go too much depth in the training schemes right now. If you want an in-depth video, what types of training happens in the BARC after you get selected, right? After you clear the interview, then I will provide the video, but you have to ask in comments. If there is some high demand, then I will obviously explain further about the training schemes, right? So yeah, this is it. Let's start. So training schemes, I told, right, there are mainly two training schemes. One is 1 year orientation course, another one is at 2 years DAE graduate fellowship scheme, right? So I will not go further into these two. After you clear your interview, right, then you have to choose either of these two training schemes. Now what should you choose, how should you choose, all these things? What I think is that you should think after you clear the exam. Obviously you should not think before even clearing the exam. So all these things will come into play after you clear the exam. So first let's talk about the exam itself, right? So yeah, this is about the two training schemes. And what happens is, after you finish the training, while you're doing the training, right, you get a stipend of 55,000 per month during the training period, and also few allowances. Okay, and after you finish the training, then you become a permanent member of BRC, right? Permanent member of BRC, permanent employee of BRC, whose post is scientific officer C. Okay, in the level 10 grade pay you will receive, right, 56,100. That is the basic pay in the 7th pay commission matrix. Okay, so this is the pay after you are fully selected, okay, in the BRC. So now there are a few things, right? Here you have to keep in mind that you have to sign a bond and also all these things, right? So if you want to if you want much more in-depth knowledge about this one, so I will provide another separate video. I'm not going too much into this. Main thing is the notification is out, so you should fill up the form. It's very important. And why, I will tell you why is it very important to fill up the form. Okay, so yeah, you will also get allowance, approximately this, all these things I think you can read. Okay, how much performance intensive incentive you will get, all these things, right? So what is the selection process? Very very important. What is the selection process? So there are two selection process. Okay, two. One is the through gate, right? One is through gate score. Okay, there are two processes. First is the screening round, then there is interview. So one is the gate score and another is the their normal screening test. Okay, normal screening test, whatever happens, let's just like gate, right? There is some exam for BARC as well. So normal screening test. Okay, so this will take up too much space, so okay, normal screening test. So if this one is like this, then what happens is they will create a short list out of this, right? Provisional list out of this, from through the gate score, students of gate score also, and through screening test also. Then they will select all of them for interviews. Okay, then interviews will happen. Then they will select from the interview itself. One thing to note here is that there is no correlation between these screening tests and interviews. So let's say the rank in the list of the screening test has at the end, right? He has a rank end and still he got selected, right? I mean the last person who got selected in the screening test for the interview basically. But if his interview has went very well, so it won't affect. So basically, right, there isn't any relation between the screening test and the interviews. Okay, if you perform, if you just clear the screening test and perform very well in your interview, you'll get selected. But what happened if you perform very well in your screening test? You're the top ranker, right? Or let's say your gate score is very your gate AIR 1, right? And you get selected for the interviews and you mess up your interview, then you will not get selected. So interview has very high weightage. Okay, so basically, right, they are not related. So BARC interview is very very what is prestigious actually. People say like BRC, if you have given BRC interview, you're like very lucky and like very well knowledge, because like normally what happens, BRC interview generally minimum goes on till 1 hour, okay, and then like they ask really good conceptual questions. So yeah, like it's a very good experience, right, in BRC interview. So that's the selection process. Basically, what is the selection process? If you have a gate score, right, now what is the like what year of gate score do you need to have? So basically, right, if you have a gate score, I think they have provided, yeah, gate score in this, right, gate 2023, gate 2024, or gate 2022. So out of the 3 years, if you have any of the gate score, right, then you can simply apply. You can simply apply through a gate score, okay. Or what you can do, if you don't have good gate scores, like if you have good gate score, you can like directly put your gate like a gate scorecard in the portal, right, and yeah, you are eligible for the selection process. Or let's say you don't have good gate score, right, then what you do, you apply for the online examination, right. There are two ways. You apply for the online examination, and like any of the 8 engineering out of disciplines, the examination will happen. I will talk about the syllabus, all those things I'll talk, right. So out of this any 8 engineering disciplines, you apply for the online examination and you sit for the examination and you prepare, right, and if it went well, that's okay, right. If your gate went bad but your BRC exam went well, then like it's okay, right. You still got selected in BRC screening test at least, right. So yeah, there are two ways. This one is the first method, and this one is the second method, right. So yeah, this is like that's this one, and there is also another third selection process which is not important for us, like for the BTech graduates, right. It is not important. It is for other people, right, for master's degree in physics, chemistry, bioscience. It is for them, not for us, right, for not for the engineering people, right. So yeah, this is this one. And like which branches are eligible, I'll talk about that. But do keep this in mind, that you can apply to gate score or screening test, and then you can be selected for interviews, okay. So yeah, this is the like this one. So now let's go to the other processes, right. So uh, like what is the main thing is that I want to tell one more thing is that at the time of application, like eligible candidates can choose any one or more than one of the mentioned screening options. So like why is this important? This is very important, right. So even if you have good gate score, right, even if you have, let's say, good gate score, still you apply for the screening test as well, because you never know, you might not get selected through the gate score, or you may get selected through the screening test, okay. And also it will give you good practice and good environment for the exam environment as well. So it's good. What I will recommend is apply for both options, screening test and the through the gate scorecard as well. So let's say like if your gate scorecard is low, but you are confident that you will score good in screen test, but still you like give your gate scorecard, right, you apply through gate score as well, because you can, if they are giving you the option to like you can choose one or more than one of the above mentioned screening options, then why don't you choose, right, you choose both of the options, to gate scorecard as well, through your screen test as well. So that's what I will recommend. Now it's up to you, okay. That's my recommendation. Now yeah, this one was one important point that I wanted to mention, right. Now like the candidates who have opted for screening on the basis of gate score only or CGPA will not be allotted an examination slot, okay. Obviously if you have only opted for only, like you will be screening for only through gate score, then obviously you won't be allotted an examination center. So if you have opted for both of the options, right, then obviously you will be allotted an examination slot where you have to go and give the examination, right, the screening test. Basically the syllabus I will talk a bit later, syllabus and pattern, okay. So yeah, this one is like this thing. Now let's come to the second part, that is the selection interviews. So what will happen in the selection interviews? So selection interviews of shortlisted candidates will be conducted in Mumbai, like through all disciplines except geology, which will be conducted in Hyderabad. Like it will be conducted in Mumbai, so you have to go to Mumbai. But what is the good thing is they will pay you the travel expense, right, of second AC up and down, okay, from your like hometown to there and coming back. That expense will be covered, but all the other expenses I don't think will be covered, right. So just to keep that in mind, right. So like what are the probable period? Like the probable period of selection interviews is May June, okay. And they have told, right, they will provide you the fare of AC tire train fare, that will be reimbursed to you, okay, for traveling, okay. But other fees will not be, right. Just keep that in mind, okay. So now like the probable period of interviews is May June. Around May June you will have interviews, and like you have to select your interview slot. So there will be slot, right, between May June, like many days the interviews will happen, so you have to select your slot like in April. So this is just the tentative date. Just keep these dates in mind. I will also say the dates, important dates towards the end. Okay, so this was it for this one. Now you can visit here for further updates. Now let's go for the eligibility criteria. Okay, let's go for the eligibility criteria. What is the eligibility criteria? Very important. Do listen. So you have to have a BE or BTech degree. Okay, BSc, like I don't know, like BSc people I don't know, or you can have a 5-year integrated MTech degree as well. Okay, that's good enough as well. But minimum, right? You have to have 60% or 6 CGPA. Okay, on a scale of 10 or equivalent, right? Very important. If you have 59%, then you are not eligible. Just keep this in mind. If you have 5.9 CGPA, you are not eligible. Okay, you have to have 60%, right? Have to have exactly 60%. Like obviously more than 60% is good enough, but not less than 60%. Okay, not less than 60%. This is very important. First eligibility criteria. What is the second? Like if you are opting for GATE score, right? Then you have to have GATE 2022, GATE 2023, or GATE 2024 in the same GATE subject as the qualifying degree discipline. So whichever branch you qualify, right? Let's say I qualified from electrical engineering, so my GATE scorecard has to have that branch as well, that branch only, right? Electrical engineering. So let's say I have done my BTech from electronics and communication engineering, but I have given GATE from electrical engineering, then I am not valid, right? So keep this in mind. Your qualifying degree discipline and your GATE paper, right, should be in same branch, should have same branch, right? So very important. This eligibility criteria is very important. Now these are the few degrees, okay, these are not eligible. So if your degree comes under this, right, or like if your discipline, engineering discipline comes under all of this, right, then you're not eligible. So just keep this in mind. This is not the eligible disciplines, these are the not eligible. Okay, eligible disciplines, they have mentioned it later. Okay, not eligible, very important. Okay, just keep this in mind. If your engineering discipline is this one, you are not eligible. Okay, so yeah, like you have to keep this in mind. Okay, very very important. Now for like physics discipline, I'm not talking about. Okay, I'm not talking about those people. MSc, I'm not talking about. Okay, now physics, I'm not talking. Okay, all these I will skip because these are not for us. Okay, so now let's go to basically how to apply. I will skip all this. Like this you can like take note of, right? Just wait a second. Yeah, this you can take note of, that like your maximum age limit as on 1st August, right? Before 1st August your age should be 26. Okay, it can't be more than 26. Like when 1st August comes 2024, your age can't be more than 26 for a general category person, and for OBC, right, it can't be more than 29, and for SC/ST it can't be more than 31, and like all this you can read, right? For all these people it can't be like whatever they are telling, right? So yeah, and also one more thing, I hope like all of you are over 18. So yeah, you can't be lower than 18, right? So your age has to be more than 18, obviously. So yeah, also your nationality must be of India, like citizen of India. That is the like that is normal. And like these things are keep, you can't work in central or state government or unit. Okay, they have to produce a NOC through their organization for at the time of interview, right? Like when you are going for the interview, if you're working in some PSU or central government, you have to provide a NOC from your organization, right? So it is very important. Like application fees is fine, all these things is fine, right? So like all whoever are awaiting results for their 2023 2024 academic session, right, they can also apply. They will provide the results when during the interview or some other point, right, when document verification will happen. Also the GATE 2024 will happen during February, and like these interviews may happen May June. So yeah, they can also give, no worries. Okay, their result, if their result will not come before, like it generally comes, if it doesn't come, then it's okay, they can also apply. Okay, no need to worry. So specifically they have mentioned this, right? So now let's go to how to apply. Basically, like like you have to fill up an online form, right? You go to their website and their website will be provided. You go to their website and click for new registration, and you follow these steps, and you will simply understand, right? So like here they have given you some flowchart, right, how to register and all those things. You just go through this and you will simply understand this, right? So they have given you the instruction as well. Just check like what size of photos are eligible, what things are eligible, right? And sometimes it doesn't, so just check the website a bit. Now what's about the online examination? Okay, now this is very important. Okay, the pattern of online examination, right? So like what is the pattern? Pattern is MCQ only. So MCQ, there is no NAT, no MSQ. Basically, it's not like GATE. Like GATE has MSQ as well and MCQ, NAT as well. What does that mean? MCQ means only one option will be correct. Okay, one correct choice will be correct out of 4, right? Out of 4, only one will be correct. Okay, and each correct answer fetches you 3 marks, right? Each correct answer fetches you 3 marks, and each incorrect answer will fetches you -1. Obviously 1 marks will be subtracted. So basically it's 33% penalty, and like total you have 100 questions. 100 questions you have total, and you have to solve within 2 hours, right? So basically the point to note here is no MSQ I hope you know, right? Multiple select questions. So if the option, there are 4 options for a question, 2 options can be correct, 1 option can be correct, 3 can be correct, 4 can also be correct, right? And NAT means you have to answer through some numerical value, right? It is not some multiple choice question. So no MSQ NAT, right? So you have 100 questions, 300 marks, and 2 hours. Now you might say, sir, like GATE has 65 questions, okay, and 3 hours, and this has 100 questions and 2 hours only. So is the level very easy for this one? Is the level for easy for this one? I will say no, right? So level is still similar to GATE only. So level is still similar to GATE, okay? Level is still similar to GATE. So this is one thing. So you might say, sir, like if the level is similar to GATE, then how will I finish all these questions? So you don't have to, right? You don't have to. Generally, if you see the cutoff, right? Cutoffs are very low, like it's 50%. It's around 150 or something like that. Obviously, it will vary, but it's around 150. So here, right, what is important? The important part is you have to have good selection of questions. So you select those questions which you know you're comfortable with, and you're 100% sure you will be able to solve it. Okay, so you don't want to waste your time and solve a question, then at the mid stage you are finding out that it is difficult and you weren't able to solve. So here, right, time becomes a very important factor, and you don't have to solve all the questions. You just try to solve which questions you know you are 100% sure, and solve it accurately. Very important, right? Accuracy and time management is very important, and selection of questions. So selection of questions becomes very important here. Okay, GATE level is GATE level, but selection of questions is very important because you don't have to solve all the questions, right? And what about the syllabus? So syllabus is like if you are applying through electrical engineering, then that it will be similar to GATE only, but the difference is there will be no general English, general knowledge or aptitude, right? Okay, these are not assessed. Okay, no general English, general aptitude or general aptitude, these are not assessed. Engineering mathematics may sometimes come 1-2 questions may, okay, but it may also not be asked. Mostly it doesn't get asked, but 1-2 questions can come from engineering mathematics. But like these, right, English, general GK and general aptitude, these are not asked. Specifically your technical skills will be checked, right? Technical skills, your, like if you're applying from electrical engineering discipline, it's same as GATE syllabus. Okay, almost same as GATE syllabus. So you follow just the GATE syllabus. So that's the advantage of this BARC, right? So if you prepare for GATE, you are automatically prepare for BARC, and you are getting a job in like a very big government organization. So it's a very prestigious thing, right? Same as GATE. As this doesn't have any POIQs, because BARC doesn't publish their POIQs, they just like after showing the questions, right, they just turn off the like screen and stuff. They doesn't publish any PA like previous year questions. Like they doesn't post their questions, right? So almost. Okay, so this one is very important. Like this instruction is like it will be same like your GATE exam only, but here, right, one thing to remember is they are not like here no calculator will also be not present. Okay, so you won't be able to use your calculator also. So it is very important. In GATE examination you are, but in BARC examination you are not able to. And whatever you need to bring, right, you just check. Whatever personal documents you need to bring, you just check. Now here, right, we have the eligibility like branches. If you like, if your GATE subject is from mechanical engineering, then your screening discipline should be mechanical engineering itself, right? So you just check whatever branches you are matching with, and you just check, right? EC, EW, you just check, right? So if you are applying screening test to this one, so you need to have a BTech degree of electrical engineering, right? So you just check all this, and these are like same only, right? Now these are obviously not for us, these are not for the engineering people. And here, right, they have told us the training school and scheme, how all this works. So if you want a detailed video for this, I may try to provide one, right? So yeah, all these things, like you can also do MTech. There is one like a training scheme for like MTech also. So yeah, that is for like this mentions, right? So we will not go too much deep into this, and just note down the important dates, right? So they have published their like advertisement for 30th December, and like the last date to fill up the form is 30th January, right? And correction window is 16th, and all these things are present over here. You just check the dates and like follow the website, right? Follow the website, and these are tentative. Obviously, this can change, right? So yeah, that's it. Basically, for this video, like you can check all this, how much charges they take. These are like for you. So that's it for this video. So yeah, if you want any more information about BARC exam and other government exams, right, you can just put it down in the comments below, and I will try to clear your doubts, right? Yeah, thank you for watching. भाई 20 में कैसे लग रहे हैं जी? मैं बोल 20 में कैसे लग रहे हैं? BARC का ये करना है। अरे इसको सॉल्व करो भाई।